What's up, unicorns? It's Megan, your friendly neighborhood unicorn. Um, Today I ran my longest distance yet, and I'm very, very proud of myself because I ran it straight through, and I was very prepared to run, walk it if I needed to, because that's what I had to do when I was trying to get to my second mile. See, I started running in February because I live on the third floor in my building, and that's just a lot of stairs to walk. It's no elevator or anything like that. And so I just was out of breath and heart out of control whenever I was going home, and that just was too much. That let me know I needed to get my cardio together. So I started running in February, and I was working on a mile, right? And my goals changed throughout the process because I wanted to do a mile within 10 minutes. I still haven't been able to do that yet, but I've been getting my distance up. So it took me a minute to get to my mile, and I was proud when I made my mile. And for a minute, I was only running a mile, and I couldn't really get past that. I couldn't get to my second mile for real because I wanted to just run it. And I just wasn't able to do it. My lung capacity still wasn't, up to par yet, whatever the case might have been. I got some advice from a coach, and he was just like, you got to show yourself some grace. If you got to run, walk, like for a little minute until you build up the stamina to be able to run 2 miles straight through, then just do that. And so I was like, boom. But at first, I think I was too proud. I was too proud to like run, walk, because I had worked so hard to just run through the mile straight. Anywho, I did that, and maybe I ran, walk up to 2 miles, maybe twice before I was able to run 2 miles straight. And then I took a break from being so focused on distance, so that I don't like being super rigid on myself. Sometimes I can go overboard. I'm a Capricorn. Sometimes I can just dig deep. And so I try to stay balanced. So anywho, started, and then I went back, and I was able to still run my 2 miles, and I've been running my 2 miles straight through, no starting and stopping. So then I got to a place where I'm like, boom, I need to be able to do 3 miles because I hadn't done it yet. I just started being able to do my 2 miles straight. And so I was very prepared to walk, run up until I'm able to just run my 3 miles straight through. I ran my 3 miles straight through today. Super, super proud. Now let me tell you what I believed helped me do that. And it was effortless. Some of them times when I ran 2 miles straight through, it was treacherous, okay? Treacherous. Couldn't breathe. First of all, let me tell you, running from February up until now, able to get my lung capacity up. I smoke. Able to get, not cigarettes, but you know. But lung capacity up, cardio, heart pumping better, recovery faster, and it just helps burn that additional weight off, if that's something. Nevertheless, dang, did I lose my point? Nevertheless, I was able to do it effortlessly. Yeah, that was my point. Effortlessly. I was surprised that I was able to run it straight through, but I'm grateful. And oh, here I am. What I felt helped me is I took my rest days. Like I was listening to an influencer, a fitness influencer, and she looks great. And she was talking about extreme results. You got to do extreme things for extreme results. And I work out like a lot of days in a week. Now I don't overdo it. They may be brief workouts, but I'm working out a lot of days in the week. And it was to the point to where I didn't even realize I was working out like 7 days, because if I wasn't running, then I didn't really count it for real, because it wasn't strenuous enough. I didn't count it in my mind, but my watch was counting it. And so I was looking, and I was realizing I wasn't giving myself real rest. Boom, there we go. Because remember, I was saying them 2 miles was tearing me up. It was because I wasn't allowing my body to repair. And some folks is, they do their thing. People work out how they want to. They get their bodies the way they want them to be. All the things. What worked for me is getting my rest. I would take 2 or 3 days recovery of running, but I would need to no. It was some days I just needed my body needed to repair itself, and I believe that that's the reason why. So long story short, sometimes we think we need to work more in order to get the results we want. Sometimes we need to rest and allow. I don't know. That's a message for somebody. Nevertheless, if you thought you couldn't, I'm telling you, you can, to infinity and beyond.